Oh my god. It's over. Our fight is over. What will I do now? With all this free time? Oh no. Ah! ᴄʀᴇᴅɪᴛ걱, welcome to my personal artfight retrospective, cause I just love overthinking and yapping about random art experiences. And hopefully all that can be something you can listen to in the background while you'll art yourself. I'm gonna start with the basic info stuff. This is my card. I love filling these out so much, mostly because I draw the profile picture part every year. Firstly, I used to draw myself how I look in real life, but the last 2 years I chose my sauna. I always try to draw it within the theme of the art fight themes, and it just makes it more fun for me. I think it's kinda harder to see with this year's one, but the theming is in the texture. I try to add a crystal overlay to it, so yeah. I usually end up using these as my profile picture for that year as well. Speaking of profiles, I freaking love the customization. I always update it to the theme. I love adding ton of GIFs and images. I really need more places on the internet to be like that. Damn it. Anyway, this year I managed to make 44 attacks, which, oh my god, that is so fucking insane to me. I really committed and low-key feel empty after not having to draw 3 artworks every day. Most of my attacks were actually revenges, because I feel very guilty when I don't attack back after getting one from someone. When it comes to friendly fire, I don't actually mind doing them. I find the most joy in drawing cool characters, so getting less points doesn't really matter to me. Although I did very few of them this year. Again, mostly because I did mostly revenges. By the way, I am attacking people solely from my hit list that I opened last year, and so many people applied, which I'm so thankful for. Though I still have 30 people in the list that I want to attack, so I'm not sure if I'll be opening my hit list next year, which I was really hoping I could do again. But it's fine, nothing to be too upset about. Anyway, back to this year and its attacks. In case anyone is wondering what brushes I'm using, I'll list them out on the screen. And also, just a little backstory. I've been yearning to draw for months, but wasn't able due to my schoolwork. I study interactive design, which involves coding, 3D, animation and other shit. And I was completely covered in work, especially with the year's biggest project, a short animated movie that has some 3D aspects. I really worked on it the whole school year. 3D is fucking painful, especially for someone who gets extremely confused in 3D spaces. I have horrible orientation, especially in 3D programs. I get so fucking confused. I'm sorry, I'm a 2D guy. In the end, the movie is mostly 2D, unexpectedly. Thank God I decided to use a rig, cause fuck, I don't think I'd make it in time otherwise. By the way, this was also my second attempt at making a rig in Toon, so that was fun. Anyway, I'm so sorry, I'll get back to Artfight. One last thing I wanna mention is that I have already uploaded that animation to my channel, in case you're interested in seeing the outcome of that. Anyway, again, after all that school stuff, I was left starved of silly character art, and being finally free at the end of June was a perfect timing for me. But just not to go completely insane, I did try to use this as a learning opportunity to figure out my art style while I haven't drawn in months, and you can see it in the first attacks. there's something off, and I kind of feel bad that I couldn't deliver better to those people. I think the thing I don't like the most is the placement of the eyes, which I luckily managed to figure out moving onward, and I'm pretty happy, or mostly happy with how the eyes are positioned. Though I still have something to mention when it comes to them. For some reason I was really struggling with the second eye, and like the eye that I usually don't struggle with, which was like, what? Why is this happening? I get that the second eye is like a meme struggle and everything, but I never had that much of an issue with it. I usually had the problem like on and off, but this time it was literally almost every attack. I feel like I'd spend always like 15 minutes on these two lines struggling, subbing over them, man. Also, you could have already noticed I mostly draw headshots because I might be crazy, but I'm not that crazy to draw over like 30 full bodies or something. Plus, I freaking love drawing for portraits. I love faces, I love shading them and doing the blush. It fulfills me and keeps me alive. I did do more than headshots though, when like a character spoke to me or I was feeling silly and adventurous. One time I did have this thing happen to me where I was ready to draw my pretty portrait and then bam, it's a full body and now I'm shading and everything hurts and I can't stop. Oh my god. I also made a little animation of my friend's character, which I'm obsessed with. They're like a little fox based on a mushroom that grows where we live, and in our native language it's called fox after the animal, and I find it so adorable and smart, and it's just I really wanted to make more animations but didn't get to it, which is something I hope to change in the next year. I also tried to test some stuff on one attack, the one with the whale shark and stuff. I've seen more like painterly art styles, and bro, I love the vibe. I really wanted to try it. I think I did pretty good. It was just super long, and I don't know if I have the patience to draw this way, so I'll still try to test it and find out better process and stuff. Also, looking back at it, when it comes to the attack with the girlie holding the sword, I feel like I really fucked up the perspective of the arm, so definitely something I need to focus on that and study it a lot more. Though one thing that isn't related to my art that I want to mention is the art fight hate. Like, granted, I never watched any video on it, so it might be just a clickbait, but I've seen, especially the last year, that artfight is getting worse, and like, I couldn't agree less. My experience gets better with the years, especially last year was the best experience I had with artfight. I'm really confused what's going on. I talked with other people about this before, and the complaints that they said people have with artfight is something that isn't happening to me at all, so I'm a bit confused what everyone is talking about. Maybe it's because I don't use TikTok, that's like one thing I can come up with, so I just don't see the drama that's happening. To explain more on the TikTok thing, I use TikTok to post my art and videos there, but I don't actually scroll or look at content there. I'm way too addicted to the 1 hour plus videos on YouTube, but again, I never actually watched any of the commentary videos because I don't know, they give me weird vibes, and I don't feel like destroying my happiness, I guess. So no hard feeling, just confused because of my own stupidity, I guess. Anyway, moving from all that, I just want to point out the attacks I've made that I'm really happy with and proud of, but before I do that, I want to just quickly share the attacks that I've received because they're amazing, man, and I love them so much, and I think they deserve to be seen by you. I'm adding the author's name onto the artwork and down in this description, so make sure to check them out and follow them as well. They deserve the support. Now, actually moving on to the attacks I'm proud of. They're usually the ones I decided to be a bit extra with, which makes sense, I guess. Anyway, that's all for me. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Stay safe out there and see you next time.